Hey folks, Stronghold Crafter Kev here. Welcome to my channel. And in this video we're going to continue my tutorial series on how to make a castle tower. Boom! Yes! Okay, in this particular video we're going to go over how to glue on the Merlons, attach them to the trim pieces. And it's pretty self-explanatory, but I'm pretty thorough with what I do, so that way there's no questions to, okay, how's this done and all that. So, if you are a subscriber, thank you. Really appreciate it. If you're not a subscriber, you like what you see, feel free to subscribe, because I have a lot more things coming to the channel, and I wouldn't want you to miss out. And for more information on my craft, man, that light's bright, visit my website, which is strongholdsoffantasy.com. And I'll see you in a bit. Hey folks, welcome back to this tutorial. And now it's going to be time to basically glue on the Merlons. Before you begin, make sure you do a dry fit test to make sure all the parts are going to fit together like they should. Because you get halfway through your gluing, you find out something doesn't fit right, it's going to screw up your whole part of the build. And now the question is, okay, which parts go where? Well, that's very simple. I'm going to just take these off and show you what I'm talking about. Now, as you can see, we have two short ends and two longer ends, obviously. Now, if you look at here close enough here, I'm going to have to keep this here so it stays in frame, but basically there's a piece that runs along this side and that side, and then there's those two other pieces on the inside here. And what you're going to do is it's kind of like an interlocking, overlapping type of adhesion, if you will. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the two longer pieces and they're going to glue to these ends here and here to overlap this part so that it's a sturdier build when it's all dry and good to go. Okay, now key thing to remember is make sure your parts you're gluing in are facing out the way they should, so that you know, you've got your front side and your back side, obviously. Okay, but if you detail it to this degree to where you have a front side and a back side, like I said, that's an optional step I was talking about earlier. So we're going to use Loctite Power Grab like before, and this one you can be a little bit more generous with the adhesive, just so it gets in all the nooks and crannies. And I'll show you how it works. I'll do my best to keep this in frame. Okay, some of that did squirt out the side, which is fine. It means it went all the way through. When you're all done, you want to take a toothpick or something like a small skewer and clean out any more of that so that it doesn't detract from doing any touch-up later on. And you want to make this about as level as you can get. And from this end, we're going to put the other two parts on, and it'll then make it easier to put the last piece on. And I didn't bother to mark the parts because I know what step I'm going next, but you can mark them. It's an optional part of the build at this point. Alright, now lining everything up is key, and we want to get, you know, as close as we can get it. But if it's not exactly perfect, it's not a big deal, just as long as it looks right. And other things to keep in mind is be careful how much pressure you apply. You don't want to break something that's a weak part. You know, hold it near the body or hold it in between where you know it won't impact the foam. And we will continue onward. Alright, at this point you can see they're all together. Yay! Now, like I said, check some last minute line, you know, can't even talk now. Like I said, check for like some last minute fittings. Make sure things fit the way they do. You can see how that Loctite power grab just grabs the stuff, and you know, I'm shaking it and they're not going anywhere. So double check to make sure things are right where you want them to be, because once it dries it's going to be solid and you want things to be, you know, even and stuff. Clean out any excess that squirts out the cracks. And keep in mind that I neglected to mention earlier, but the trim pieces, that part there, that has to be totally cured and dry for it to be strong enough to handle an additional piece to be placed on top of it. You know, like I said in the previous video, how long the curing time should be. I mean, I'd wait at least 48 hours. And if you want to really cinch it, you know, do it overnight. You know, let it sit overnight and come back to it. So, until the next tutorial, thanks for watching. Bye.